online study group today. And earlier you were watching a video that was a song that composed by our brother Luo Henyuan. Is our exclusive song for online study group. And the lyric actually was a feedback by brother Luo Henyuan. And he was writing a very good article to share what he had learned from online study group. And then he also composed to become a beautiful song for us. So our common goal and is to encourage each other to talk about Siji, and we seek every moment to study diligently. We believe we all have the potential, so we uphold our initial aspiration. And this is our common goal for 13 years, so we never changed. So uphold one single aspiration to preach the infinite meaning of Dharma teaching. As long as you move forward, even it's a small step, you will see the progress. And so with perseverance, you will meet a better self. And today is the first week of the month, so we will have English and Malay and Cantonese and Taiwanese interpretation to provide the best service to every one of you. So no matter where you are, please give us your best feedback. It's a very good encouragement and inspiration for all the speakers, for all the team members of online study group. Like Yilan and the participants, the reader. And okay, love reading, successful persons, they all have something in common, which is they love reading. Through a different playing form that you can learn the many things all over the world. So we encourage everyone to invite more people to join us to get an online study group. So we will be happy and we can learn a lot of things about Ziji. And today we are very happy because we have more than 40 people from Taichung area, and they took the tour bus come over here. So after the online study group, you are more than welcome to give us your feedback and tell us what have you learned from online study group today. So now let's listen to this beautiful song made by AI. The picture now you are watching actually was taken on January 21st, the day when we met Dharma Master Zheng Yan, who was in Kaohsiung Jinsi Hall during the year-end blessing ceremony. And this is a story about how we prepare before we meet Dharma Master Zheng Yan. So the content of this song mainly was telling us that we are not the best, but we would like to work with you to become better and better and walk on the Bodhisattva path together. Dharma Master Zheng Yan always gave us a teaching to telling us that the living Bodhisattva is on the earth, and we can be a living Bodhisattva as long as we do the good deed and to preach Dharma teaching. So once again, we are not the best, but we are willing to work with you to become better. And then to work on the Bodhisattva path, it doesn't need to wait until you are great. As long as you take action and to seize the moment, that everyone can be a living Bodhisattva. And Dharma Master Zheng always told us that life is impermanent. So if we seize the moment to do the good deed to benefit the people and living bodhisattva. On the picture, you were seeing a sports tower that was an online study group designed for the online study group, and we do the charity sale. So we are not the best, but we would like to work with you and become better and better. We uphold our aspiration, and hopefully we can purify people's mind and to create a harmonious society, and hopefully there will be no disaster in the world. So it's a very good and beautiful song. So our slogan is, we are not the best, but we really would like to work with you and become better and better. And then let's take another video. It was a story telling you how we work and to make a very smooth live stream. It's all because the team member on the second floor, everyone devoted themselves to doing a very good job. So let's give them a big hand to everyone. So because we are pressed for the time, so we may skip another AI song. And because Chinese New Year is coming in 2 weeks, so the online study group will be suspended for 3 weeks, and we will restart on March 4th. So start from next week, the online study group will be suspended for 3 weeks. And March 11th is our 13 years anniversary. You are more than welcome to join us. And as far as we know, there are many team members from overseas. They're going to come back to join our 13 year anniversary. We are very grateful, and there are so many team members to support us. And on March 4th, we will have a superintendent from Taichung City Hospital who is going to give us a wonderful sharing. And now if you look at the slide, this is our team member, is a Cantonese team member. And March 4th, our guiding reader, the presenter is Ren Haiwen. He is from Malaysia, and he is also doing the interpretation for Cantonese. And did you watch Dai TV yesterday? Did you notice there's a new program called 风月同天? It's called a Call for Action. It's a very good program for everyone. And then we also would like to tell you there is an international book exhibition in Taipei. Start from February 3rd to 8th. Actually, it started already. And it's very popular, and it's many, many people. And yesterday, if you join the morning assembly, you will be inspired, the sharing about the speaker. during the international book exhibition, you can learn a lot of things, and you can see Zhi Ji will display and the Lotus Sutra, the original Lotus Sutra, which has been repaired and which has been restored. And because there were so many people that now many people can get a special discount for the entrance ticket. And Tzu Ji's booth at the International Book Exhibition is always crowded because there are many, many people and attractive. So if you are free time and you are in Taipei, please do not miss this exhibition. And we also had a press conference the other day. And then today we also will have a Tzu Ji sustainable governance and management speech. And then the following day, on the February 6th to 9th, we also have the doctors from Tzu Ji Hospital give us their experience and give us their wonderful sharing. And we also will have a student explorers presentation. So no matter at what age, you will explore a lot of good things from the book exhibition. And it's only lasts for 1 week, so start from February 3rd to 8th. And even you are not in Taipei, you can share this good news to your friend. And if you want to learn more, actually, you can get on online and like the morning assembly, the Tzu Ji morning assembly yesterday, we have a very good presentation. So do not mix this international book exhibition in Taipei. And also, we also would like to invite you to join the Da'ai TV members. And if you love Dharma Master Zheng, we should talk about Tzu Ji more. And if you join Da'ai TV members, even with a cell phone or iPad, you just click the link and you can learn more about Tzu Ji. And do you know where Dharma Master Zheng is nowadays? Yeah, she back to Weiling yesterday. And if you take a serious look, actually, Dharma Master Zheng almost lost her voices. So we would like to share 2 things evident for you. So first, the giving is not about gaining merit, but it's a fulfill one's obligation. And we needed to we impress now to sustain the moment. So to seize the moment to do good deed. And Dharma Master Zheng always tell us her ideal talents. So let's read it together. So those who are open-minded, work hard, and love people unselfishly, and show good manners in speech and actions, and we only focus on the good manners and cultivate with virtue. So if you have these main characters, then you will become Dharma Master Zheng's ideal talents. So hopefully everyone can be Dharma Master Zheng's ideal talent. So let's put our hands in front of our chest and say, Dharma Master Zheng, please feel at ease. we will be your ideal talent. Then you will see Dharma Master Zhen give her thumbs up. And then please also give your thumbs up to the one sitting next to you. And actually, when you give your thumbs up, you are the first one to receive the blessing. And Dharma Master Zhen gave us lots of her expectation to our team. And with a multinational translation, we can always preach Dharma Master Zhen's teaching in all over the world. And today is the first week of the month. So our English team today is an English team from Kaohsiung, foreign language team. So thank you to those sisters and brothers of dedication. And because we have less English interpretation, the foreign language team of Kaohsiung, actually the team member is expanding more bigger and bigger. And we have a Cantonese interpretation today. And some of them are in Australia. Some of them are in different countries. We also thank you for sisters and brothers provide Cambodian interpretation. And then as well as we will have a Malay interpretation. And then as you can look at this slide, there was team members of doing the Taiwanese interpretation. This group also is expanding. It's all over Taiwan. So every week after we've complete the online study group, we always invite our speakers come up to second floor and to say hello to those interpreters. So today, because we have many things to do, and so the feedback, we may just take a quick look. Okay, so let's take a look at the feedback from Dashi. He is an Indian, and he lives in Jai. He speaks 6 different languages. And Dashi had been looking forward to join this group for a long time. So first time when he walked into the Jingsi Hall, and he received a very heartwarming welcome, and so he told us that every time when he had a chance to come to Kaohsiung, definitely he would join the online study group. And then he also speaks good Chinese, so we can communicate well. And he received the Dharma. He received lots of joy, and then he said he was inspired. And then next year, and actually this year, he will take the advanced training and become our Tzu certified commissioner. And then next year, he will come to online study group and to give us a sharing in person. And so it's an expectation from Dharma Master Zhen. Dharma Master Zhen say that only if you work as a team, then you can work alone. You can work longer. And if you walk alone, it's more like impermanent. And so this is a slogan that we are familiar with, like we are not the best, but we really would like to work with you and become better. And this slide, this slide is to introduce our team member, those those volunteers who always send the instant message to a different platform. That's why you can receive from WeChat, and WeChat you can receive our online study group the message, and Facebook or Line. So thank you for those volunteers' dedication. There are total 18 lines. We also have the WeChat. We also have the Facebook. So no matter where you are through different platforms, you can always get a connection with online study group. And this next picture was provided by Sui Jing and Wen Qing, and they just came back to Taiwan yesterday, and we were looking forward to seeing both of them on March 11th. And this beautiful picture with Elizabeth from Malaysia. She joined the picture for all the speakers. So next section, let's go to the second section.
We're gonna go to our like a first session, which is about our like a parenting and education. By the way, that you will see like on the screen, that you will have a lot of like what items here being sold, and later, and you will just see the product there. Then, for example, then I will post you this picture, okay? And this is a handbag about like heavy online reading, okay? On which the surface that you can see kind of a beautiful designings here. And today, the first, okay, thing I want to say is that this is not only environmental friendly, but a very good gift to give to others, right? Okay. And who is gonna be our first special guest, right? And this is kind of a young guy, and he has a happy family. And let's take a look at the videos about who he is, right? And let's begin with this happy family. And and this film is produced in 2017, and Wang Junkai, 27 years old, owns like a family-run business, and he's young, but in the drama team, he is in charge of all the like team members, right? And he learned that through like a conflicts, and there's nothing good between like a family members and himself, right? And he learned a lot, okay, playing the drum with the Tzu members. And he also get involved with sutra adoption, and he is turning well now. Okay, so when you have any like a family problems, and you just come over to Tzu, and everything's gonna be solved there. Okay, so let's go to the second film, right? And if you can find your children, and where are your kids, right? And let's take a look about where they are. Okay, and actually, Junkai is not only a member of the the drum team, and he also plays as an important role of the host. And we got like beautiful colors and your vegetables, and they are delicious. I think my Taiwanese is terrible, but we can be a little bit interactive with all the senior citizens, and they are good and they are hardworking and they did a good job. And all the a man-made desserts, and it's a little bit with a hipster vibes, and then they turn our earth into kind of a better situation. This is a great thing. Well, and you see that how our young people are working to just make a little bit even the better world, right? And what role are they playing? And I think in the third film, then you will know like one more thing that okay they have been keep doing, which is they just do the cleaning, okay, at the beach, okay, and they just throw themselves a kind of empty bag, okay, to the beach, but finally, the bag was a throw of like a trash, okay, and on that day, and Jing Kai played an important role. And you could see, okay, what is that? And through like everyone's like a dedication, and we can have this cleanup activity. And this is a great thing, like launched by Ji. And we have 650 volunteers coming together doing the cleanup. And I feel like why the environment in Taiwan is that terrible. And I hope that through this like a campaign, then we can just like evoke like everybody's like a awareness toward environmental protectionism. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna have okay this kind of a good guest. I like to be with you because you have a positive energy. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, on the video you didn't see him, and I wanna introduce like who he is, right? I think he is the most important guy there. All right, I know him not because he's handsome. I think every time whenever we have an online study group here, and I always have to talk about the detail with him. He is not only like a host of a activity, and he also has a lot of good ideas, right? So that he is very important for me. Okay, and I think he doesn't need any like a posture when he's doing the lecture, right? Okay, so if you are on the stage right here doing any kind of presentation, and don't worry about like your PowerPoint, right? Because they are going to be shown on the TV screen, which is big enough for you. Okay. So anyway, you also see the handbag, and you also see a lot of like souvenirs and gifts right here, and there are gifts here. So if you're here today and you are lucky, okay. So I want to say that okay, well, we want to make it like a more bags, right? Because a lot of more people are so much willing to get them, either get them or purchase them. Okay, and if you make donations by our bags, right, and we will have the enough like a financial power to make my donations. For example, we've made like donations about like 2 million like NT dollars. Okay, um, the April 3rd earthquake which happened in Hualien. Okay, and also like you will see that okay we will have a lot of like towels, sporty towels, right? And they are also the products that you can purchase, right? Okay, again, if you purchase any of them, then we got a financial power to make like donations or do the good deeds, right? Okay, so if you need anything, okay, go to this gentleman next to me. Okay, all right, and he is a Taimong. And today he is not talking anything about what I say. He is talking about the parenting and the education in like his family. And Junkai actually is not the main hero, but his father is, right? Okay, so I don't know what happened between this father and the son. Okay, and later you will see, they will just talk about this gradually. Okay, uh, and you will know that the family members standing next to me are never getting old, right? So if you want to be young, okay, look young, and come over here and be Tsuji volunteers, and you just make it. Okay, okay. So ladies and gentlemen, anyway, let's say it. I like to be with you because you have a positive energy. So let's listen up. Thank you, Teacher Meiyun. And there are more Mr. Zheng Yan and Masters of Francis about and everybody online here. Good day. I'm from Kaohsiung, and I'm Wang Caimeng. My Dharma name is Jimeng, and I'm very, very proud to be here to the Honor Study Group Kaohsiung, sharing about my ideas. And great that Junkai and I have this opportunity standing here doing our presentation. And my topic today is living a wonderful life in the like ordinary. And I think it's kind of a wonderful enough for my wife to make this presentation. Okay, I can do it for her. And I have been involved in many roles because I need to will make money. I didn't have a good background. I have to do everything myself. So I have to participate in a lot of clubs to know more people. And in order to know more people, I have to get involved in a lot of clubs, right? Junior Chambers International and the Kiwanis International and the Lions clubs and the Rotary clubs, etc. Okay, and now I also play the role of a consultant, of over 30 schools in Kaohsiung. My responsibility is to make donations and pay the money, right? I got it right, and I got a responsibility. Okay, that means I have to pay a lot of a membership dues, so that I maintain my rights in all the clubs, right? However, there's one more special club, which is Tzu. Tzu is very special. Again, for other clubs, you pay money, then you maintain a membership, and you possess some kind of special rights. And when you have time, then you can just show up in all the clubs, right? However, Tzu is totally different, right? Okay, you just come over, do good deeds, and maybe you don't need to pay any money. Well, let me tell you that I have to, right, showed up in all the different clubs like 5 days a week, right? And I had meetings, that I had meals, I had talks with them. It made me kind of, remote from my family members, right? Okay. You know that it can, my children had to, bring back the family contact books from their teachers, and the parents had to sign in the books, right? But I never signed anything, but my wife did this for me. So, that I seldom have the chance, to be with my children while I was pretty busy. However, I kept this as my habit that I would just, drive my children, to school, and it was the only like a family moment, for me and my sons. And I did this, over 30 years, and I was busy, doing my business. All right. I didn't have a good time with my family members. However, I made a lot of money. I had to, say thank you to a lot of good people in Tzu so that I know very much about it. I realized that, okay, Tzu is very different from the clubs that I mentioned. Again, I had a responsibility. I paid money, but Tzu actually is an active with an association, and its mobility is more than amazing. As long as there's anything important, and the volunteers are there for mobilized, and all that we talk about in Tzu is a lot about how to set people and how to, do good deeds. So in here, Tzu, I know a lot of volunteers from whom I learn very much, right? And I also know a lot of volunteers who are also entrepreneurs, right? They also had the same, they also didn't have enough time, being with their family members, right? And they also just arranged a period of time for their like a family members to have a like a, for example dinner together, and that is also the only moment they have, right? And my son Jinkai is also busy doing his business, so I also don't have like enough time, having even a meal with my son. Okay, so I insisted having a very special moment, like a talking, eating with my son and my family members. And through such kind of relaxing atmosphere, I think we can have a kind of a good communication, either in their career or in their families, right? Okay. And my son Jinkai applies the four elements, which are gratitude, happiness and tolerance, okay, etc., in his business and in his family. And when he encounters difficulties, and he knows how to solve all the problems. And I learned something from my son, and he knows clearly about how to deal with the difficulties and the conflicts, right? So it is really important for our family to apply kind of messaging and dharma. And also, we also arrange a kind of a longer vacation for all the family members to, for example, going traveling, okay, abroad, and we will know about more of our family members, right? Okay, every time we go abroad and we see a lot of items we purchased, okay. However, that's not important. What is more important for us is the memory. And as we come back, okay, from our vacation, and we just can't wait to kind of plan for the next trip, right? Okay, and this is what we are looking forward to. Okay. And I did this before, but Mr. Zheng just say to us that time is running now, time is running now, all right, okay? And whatever we do or whatever we never do, and time just pass by. So I changed my mind that, I really hold on to every chance that I can do good things, right? And now I learned helping others is not a burden, according to Mr. Zheng Yuan. And my son, okay, I'm so proud that he also, finished his training courses, okay, as a certified volunteer. And we can again do something, okay, as a Tzu volunteer, and we realize our value of a life, and we believe that as long as we possess love, then we can live a better life, and we can like bring the impact to more people, and we can make the good power, okay, around the more people. And this is a kind of a positive energy, as we mentioned. Okay. And I think that this is touching, and this is great. Thank you very much. Okay, teacher Meiyun. Okay. And I really wish you kind of a happy new year in the year of a horse. And Jinkai, please. And you are a host, and you can say anything. Okay. Okay. And Jinkai really, okay, did some preparation for his father. Okay, and don't you feel that your father never follows your script, and don't you feel that didn't you realize that he never reads your script, right? Okay, however, he speaks so fluently, right? Okay, so I will give you 3 minutes. Okay, later. Okay, and Jinkai is capable enough of being a host. Actually, through our interaction. Okay. I learned that when I'm trying to call him, he is either busy or anyway abroad. Okay, so probably I guess this entire family is again having vacations abroad, right? And this is well, good thing. Okay, and who planned for all the projects and the trips, right? Maybe his sister, right? Okay, and Simon, I think only pays the money, right? This is very important, right? Okay, so anyway, this is all about their family. I have to say that it's okay, and you can find it out. Okay, a way to communicate with your family members within this trip, right? This is not bad. Okay, and his son Junkai is very like a good young person. So Junkai, please. So everybody, okay, good day. And I'm from Kaohsiung, and I'm Junkai. And it is my great honor to be here doing my presentation. Okay. After I get retired from the army, I just came over to Tzu okay, in the drum team with my dad, so that I get a kind of a good affinity coming here and doing the Tzu like a good deeds here. And through my own power and my movements, I hope that I can bring a good positive impact toward the people. I'm just like a firefly. I don't have kind of much power, but I still hope to bring any kind of like a positive energy to the people. Okay, and I want to break the rumors which is are not true. Okay, on the internet, I want to prove. Okay, Tzu is actually a positive energy. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you feel he is talking good? And well, I lied of him to come over here, but I never told him that he had to talk here. However, you see him talk so well. So he is really a good person, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And here, dear lady, I can, invite you to talk because, probably I mean, she would cry, right? Okay. So she just stays silent there. Okay. You know that okay whenever I visit his like a home visit his family and it's always clean any moment I visit them. Okay, so wow, how do they keep the kind of a clean environment? Okay, the lady beside me is the number one person doing so. Okay, so you know that okay, so many people are going to their home, clients go to their home, but like a friends go to their home, relatives go to their home, but they always see clean homes, right? See, wonderful. All right, okay. And we have Yu Zhengde, okay, giving a message saying that this is kind of positive energy left here and the evening says that okay, Taimo, it says like Taimo, okay, good morning. And here is one more message about Jin Shaozhen saying that okay, I will be here next Wednesday. Today, I'm sorry because I got some like emergent like schedule. And this is one more message saying that I'm from Dongda and I'm also here in Kaohsiung. And Yu Mei says that thank you for the inter, I mean, inter interpretation team. Thanks for all the interpretation teams that can do the good interpretation and the translation there. And you make like everything like understandable there. Okay, all right. And I mean, she said thank you to the interpreters because she understands only English, right? Okay, right. And here is a message saying that Jinkai, you look too serious, right? Okay, please smile. Okay. All right. You know that this is a rule of understudy group Kaohsiung. Every host standing here must smile, no matter how long you're standing. Huang Jinkai and Yuan saying that this is a kind of wonderful family, and I envy all the good people in the family. And this is kind of a message from Hualien saying that, okay, this is kind of positive energy which is delivered through the world, and the family time is very important. Hanwen in Jiayi says that, okay, Hanwen really, plays a good role, okay, not only maintaining the good family members, that like a relationship, but also doing good deeds as a role model, taking their family members doing good deeds in the world. This is wonderful. And it also says that I, Meiyun, is very humorous. Thank you very much. And here we have Heng Wen saying that, okay, educating your like a family members with love is the only treasure which we can pass on. Okay, Wei Hai Wang Hui says that, okay, Cai Meng and Junkai are kind of a good father and the son, and they just do the good deeds, and this is wonderful. Just do it, right? And Chongjin Dawei says that Cai Meng and Junkai are kind of a good role models, like doing good deeds in Siji, and that they got a good virtues in their family, so that they can pass on the treasure doing good deeds. And also one message from Ilan says that, and we hope that we can have more young people, okay, coming to Siji doing good deeds, right? Okay. And here's one more message saying that this presentation is so wonderful. Okay, so we have 9 day holidays in the Lunar New Year, right? Okay, so 9 days for a family reunion. I think it is not difficult, right? Okay, okay, so come on, thank you for this role model family. So let's come back here and okay, so let's come back to the PowerPoint. You see that we have a lot of good products and good publication here. And we last week had a kind of a great sweet talk with Mr. Zheng Yuan. And we also get some gifts which includes like all the things in algorithm and the kind of a good latest publications. And also we have a lot of like good products produced by Da Tech Knowledge, and they are environmentally friendly. Okay, and Jinsi products are kind of useful, and they are good. Okay, for your hands, and they protect the environment, and they are good anyway. So I'm so grateful that we have all the good things there. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the good, like the positive feedbacks.
What is true blessing? Master said that we should keep positive mind every moment. We can see the blessing around the world. Our master, when our master have the year-end blessing, let's hear what master said. I'm filled with gratitude. I'm also grateful to you all. Without you, Ciji couldn't exist. And without Ciji, many around the world would remain in suffering. We see Typhoon Guanhui. Please tune into Dai TV for updates on the typhoon. It's powerful and large. And affect all of Taiwan. So we must stay home. That's the teaching from Master. This is torrential typhoon. I found many news on TV channel. I feel touched. So I screenshot some pictures to share with you today. I want you all to see that although typhoon is heartless, the world is still filled with love. Since volunteers all arrive at the onset and keep company with the affected victims to pass on the power of love. Now let's look at the news. At the end of October, Guanhui struck Taiwan to cause disasters. There are many disasters around Taiwan. So at Yuli, Jingsi Ho gather together. Volunteers play for disasterless. Did you wave this? The grandma wove a bracelet to give to Tzu Chi volunteers, and we sincerely accept this gift. So this is the mudslide. We can see that many streets are wrecked. Many people arrived Tzu Chi Hall to express their gratitude. For those households I couldn't reach, Tzu Chi will arrive there. Tzu Chi volunteers went deep into every remote village to take care of the victims. The volunteers are here to hold us, to care for us. We are really grateful for them. Volunteers helped to clean our hometown. Ji sincerely almost arrived at the onset. Since we are family, there are many residents gathered in Ji Jingsi Hall to join us for the blessing party. I held a blessing party for all of them together here. This film let us feel the positive power of our volunteers. In this film, we can see that Tzu Chi volunteers always be there at the first and leave at the last. Jingsi aphorism read that the real blessing is by giving we gain. Only by creating blessing can we receive blessings. The four elements of Tzu Chi is to relieve the suffering of the world. Volunteer is to ease the living, the essential beings. And medicine is to help others when we see the suffering of the world. Education is to heal not only one's body but also one's heart. And for humanism, we teach people to help others. And in this way, they become better. And in this way, we can learn that by giving, we gain. By creating blessing, we receive more blessing. Masters say a family that accumulates kindness will have abundant kindness, abundant blessings. We are to reset the spirit of our bamboo bank. You can adopt as your own in your family. Encourage our friends to do it. This is getting family. So if we can help family to stay safe and well, this is also a thought of kindness and accumulating kindness. I hope we all have this sort of love. We are to nurture our mind of blessing at every moment. By giving, we receive. That is blessing. Is constantly remind ourselves to create blessings. There are many people with the same hearts and bowels as well. We are here to encourage one another, so the strength will be great. You encourage me, and when I see my friend, I can also encourage them. This is keeping love and kindness constantly. This is creating an environment of blessing and keeping kindness alive forever. Thank you for our master's teaching. So let's encourage each other to accumulate kindness and blessing every second. Don't forget our origin aspiration of bamboo bank era. Let's go back to our original aspiration of bamboo bank and to wish for safety and peaceful for everyone. I'm so thankful through online meeting. Let's give Sui Jing a big hand. So we will wonder that why after we finish checking at the videos, but Sui Jing still did not speak anything. This is because there are time lag between America and Taiwan. We are grateful. Give a big hand to Sui Jing, Sister Sui Jing, for the topic accumulating kindness and blessings every second. Fang Wen is on the main stage, says that thanks for Sister Sui Jing for her fluent speech. You must go fast since time's up. You can see Fang Wen here. Let's say hello to each other. The reason why Sui Jing is here is because of Fang Wen. And when Fang Wen went to Texas, they met each other. And when she went back to Kaohsiung, she connects Sui Jing. So is one member of our Jingles group. So there are many challenges over there in the US, but we can still see how mindful they are, try to do their best. For, for every small action in Taiwan, we feel so touched. At the same time, Shandong, Weihai, their brothers say that Sister Sui Jing make us feel that that we must went back to the original aspiration of Bamboo Bank. Thank you for invite Sister Sui Jing to share the theme accumulating kindness and blessing every second. We are really grateful to be a Ciji members and Fang Wen Zhongkuan's great family. They never fight. They are still in love. For all those days together We are so envy that they never fight. When Zhongkun wants to go back to America, they decorate the environment into a lovely atmosphere to go went back to the moment when they first fall in love. Now let's wave our hands to say goodbye to Sister Sui Jing. Oh, okay. Now, for all the members to light, to raise your hands and turn on the light.
This year, wherever you want to go for your trip, and Taimon prepares you a wonderful gift, which is kind of a portable lipsticks and toothbrushes, right? And they are the gifts from Taimon. So today, I think you gotta have a good mood, right? By the way, okay, please, show your Chinese couplet, and this is a gift prepared for you. Okay. So later on, okay, through the camera, I want to see, okay, both of the hands, right? And the one hand holding the lipsticks and the brush, and the other holding the Chinese couplet. Okay, please show us the amount and okay, of Anlasadi group for you. Happy Chinese New Year. Okay, all right. Okay. You know that, okay, how much love like we show one another and through the camera. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to be perfect, but you have to well start so that you can be perfect and great. Right? Okay. So let's hold on. Okay, to the very original aspiration. And ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna have the KG Press team as a review of last week's contents, right? And we just show have a previous review through the KG Press, right? Okay. And we had Chen Yao, okay, doing the guided reading, okay, in Kaohsiung. And we also have a Huang Yongcun serving as a volunteer, carrying hope, okay, to fulfill all the missions. And we also have a long-term care center that takes care of the senior citizens. And we have a 90-year-old granny who is happy here. And Liu Yijin, the president of a TCU, serves kind of a good stories in education field. And here, then we gotta have one more catching first team from China. Okay, and one is from Kunming, and the other is from Dali. And they both did a wonderful catchy phrase about a review of the past week's contents, right? And we got a good guided reading through Wu Chen Yao, and we also had wonderful stories about a Siji hospital saving lives, right? And we have a long-term care center, okay, serving kind of good, a warm, stories, and all the grannies are happy serving here. And the retrospect of the 60th anniversary of Ciji, and we really do good deeds through all the major vision and major missions, right? Okay. And the TCU, okay, respects life and through AI, and they educate all the talents with respect, love, and gratitude. Well, Sui Jing, our a guiding reader, as you saw just now, served also, okay, the editor of the catchy phrase team, okay. And let me tell you, everybody serves, okay, on their own a field, okay, doing their best so that we can present our the best here. Okay, so let's continue. We have a Huang Yongchun, and he is the first, like a male volunteers, like serving wonderfully in Siqi. And Chen Zhou Xueying is a granny from our long-term care center, and she's happy here. Liu Yijun, the like the president of a TCU, serves as a wonderful role, like doing good things in her education field. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give the big hand to everybody, in the like a catchy phrase team. Thank you so much, right? Okay. And it is the like a wonderful review, right? Okay. And later, the gifts will be received, and they are served again by Simon and the Junkai. And we like to invite you, to always stay with us, right? So let's let's go to the next session, and that'll be another wonderful session.
And now we are going to welcome the Taichung Assessment Requirement Center. I'm from the Kaohsiung Chen Shuzhen, and we have editing. We have the Taichung Chen Guowen to do the helping to the editing this beautiful PowerPoint, and then you can see the medical school, the medical hospital, the Jianshou Xin Prince Ding to come over to Taitung to participate in the recreation and to resummon. And then we combine with the Taitung Assessment Requirement Center to help this. And then this morning we have morning volunteer team, and we have to see the practice. And this is 20 years of the ceremony in our Taichung. And now they have the good news with the Taitung, Taitung journey. Now we can see their stories about assessment center. Uh, and then we can see this good mother help his son to come to the center to help the do that. Now he also presented this scene as well. That's giving them a big hand, and then help teach him carefully to do the practice. And then you can see this son come to at a very young. He got a car accident very seriously. I cannot see him. Ask my husband to to check him. And when he came out, the little boy probably cannot survive. I feel very hard pain, and feel hard pain for the parents very avoidable, and it probably cannot. We probably cannot view all the YouTube, but you can try to look for it on the YouTube to finish all the movie. And this caring um, the assistance equipment center in Taitung, you can see very touching stories. And then you can see this young guy. I don't look like a young, I look like I'm pretty old. And you can see, and this Li Dasen volunteer, they probably help the others. And when we ask, they will fulfill every requirement. For example, like this, if we need any equipment, they all like to do the creation. For example, they will do a pull car to all the recycle equipment put on the pulling car and try to fulfill everything. And then we are very happy to have this big crew of volunteer. And everybody have every different kind of story, and we can see the rehabbing teach habits to do the rehabilitation. We can see different volunteer help to move the equipment upstairs to different bed, and all these volunteers, senior high school students, we have to try to pile up all the fall leaves, and they come here to help. We feel very happy to have them, these teenagers.
And these two young people, they come to the center with a big story. And one, Yichen, is from the single family, come here to feel the warmth and because of feeling warm and welcome here, they decide to stay here. And they do a lot of things. That's why the Master Zheng Yun come to the center. They have to present their story to the Master Zheng Yun. And all the teenagers, 15 years old artisan will come to the center and to work hard for everybody. He will go to do the cleaning. He will do the recycling, and because of him, we do a lot of things. And this Li Zhaoji volunteer, very honored to be the Zhiji volunteer. The assessment equipment is the new journey, new to be present. And so no matter what kind of character, we all need them. And because all the assessment, these good volunteers effort, we have this nice story to share with each other. And we are very thankful for the assessment equipment and to do the sharing. All right, we're waiting for equipment error and try to fix it. And finally, we can take a look at the YouTube, and we have to care for it. And we start for very little. We have to centralize the equipment and give them the others. Everybody said that our equipment is so shiny and clean. And because of we have all female volunteers to do all the cleaning and equipment check to place it in orderly. So you can see the shelf. We move from the character. We have the female volunteer to drive the truck and to move back everything. Two male volunteer can accompany us to go over there, and there's a take care of his your son to come over to our school center to help and feel the pain before you feel very harsh, and you will understand other people. You put yourself in other people's shoes. And because I do the mechanic, 许文献 volunteer, I think I can do my effort. And Gu Yatin, the daughter have suffered the pain, and because she lost her daughter, she decided to come over here to help all the illness. And I feel when I send the assist equipment, I feel to the illness, I will feel the same compassion with her, and then give them the support and help them to live and with grateful hope. And this is the story shared in the Dai News. And then we come into the scene, and we like to start with you. And because of you, you have positive energy. Do you feel shining here in the center? They are the sister center in Taidong, and will gather the goodness to benefit all and to accompany everybody. And we gather all the goodness and benefit the others and to be good with others. They are not just come over here. They have to bring their gift to come over here. For example, this is 状元糕 for the cake. Everybody to be the champion. And so we'll share later with everybody. Also, this is pineapple cake from Taitung, and we have 35 pineapple cake. We'll probably not have enough. Later on, we have we're going to share with the work team in the afternoon to do the packing. And welcome to stay to enjoy the good cake. And then that's last night we have we will share this effort with the others, and then we can see you can see all team. We can see on the movie you are very touched, and then we can see the Li Qin volunteer. I will move Li Qin volunteer and find the movie. He'll look at back to a screen, and when he see herself, when she see herself on the screen, they feel very happy. And because Li Qin, Li Qin's illness and Li Qin's mother turned herself into the volunteer and will come to the center to help. And we can see Li Qin's smile on his face. And then we have a gift to give Li Qin. And this is the 3rd-year anniversary gift to share to give to these teenager the volunteers. I think if you think you are very youth, you can take this present. This 3rd anniversary gift, souvenir, we go give it to Li Qin. Also, we can see if you think you are very young, please raise your hand. Hey, raise your hand. You are young as well. You find very young volunteers. You can raise your hand as well. You don't feel shy to raise your hand because they are very busy. These 5 young people, they are very good volunteer. I will counting the gift or give the souvenir to give it to them. Actually, we have a 7. 2 more people are not arriving at the scene, and special the because they have vacation right now, so give them the big hand. And because they are very benefit in this effort and the center as well. They give a lot of things, they fix things and cleaning and do movement as well. And because of them, and this team is built very wonderfully. And I will ask them to come over here. You can see our team, Hui Zhu, volunteer. And we go to the Taidong Center to take a visit and learn how to build the equipment well and well functioned. So that's why we welcome the center from Taidong to come over to do the sharing. And I'm so happy to have the chance to invite them to come over here, the Kaohsiung Study Group. And 3 representatives and to do the sharing with us. And from the password, if you are not a Guanhui and people from the Batide, we come here to do the sharing because we like to be with you because you have the positive energy. And then we put a gift, and now we turn on the PPT. We start with Guanhui, and then gathering a benefit, accompanying good and accompanying with others. And then this will Guanhui. Welcome everybody, good sister and brother from the global world. I'm like to stay here to do the sharing and to introduce our team. And just like the words, we kind of gathering benefit and benefit the others, accompanying and the others. And except we accompanying and gathering the goods and Guanhui look back my life to 2006 to 2026, almost 20 years, and realize everyone, everything encountered in my life is the inspiration of cause and condition. Each one carefully arranged through the karma affinity. And by cherishing every connection in my present moment, a certain look back revealed that all encounters and bounds all linked together, one and another, just like this affinity flow through the assistive device, where the blessing has gathered in Kaohsiung online studying group. And for example, while taking on the responsibility of serving and a contact window for the community frustration with caring local business. I searched the teaching Zhiji website for service closing connect to the public, and then widely recognized. And because I created a promotion poster for Zhiji Environmental Assist Device platform, and then because of this poster, we recruit 150 participating shop or recruit. And because of this, we have a gathering and establish the center. When we have this, we are not ready for the community, and there's no representative to respond for this. And that's why I have the different, I have the contact and a lot of recording. So as a volunteer, they have the phone call. I'm very anxious. And because of this, when I'm on duty, I met a single immigrant mother with this condition. And this mother has a paralyzed boy, and have two conditions. They encountered this mother, and that's why I decide to. I also she has already recruited important rescue money, but she did not have the device. So she urgently need a special design high back wheelchair. With this deep concern, the mother asked, "Have applied for this so long? When will I finally arrive?" And because of financial heaviness, I moved to celebrate the processing of form the supporting. And then, should I take on this responsibility? Assistive device was completely unfamiliar field to me. Yet, if I chose to look away, my heart could not bear it. As a master teaches, Bodhisattva formed affinity with those who were suffering. And because I come to Zhiji, I have to try to help the others. And when I see a footprint in the snow of the Buddha across the pages of Master Zheng Yan's teaching, she said that the founding of the Zhiji began with a single thought of a compassion and inability to bear seeing the other suffers. Every mission was born in simple sense of not bearing that the other suffer, overcoming countless difficulty to be established. So the founding of Eastern Taiwan Assisted Device Team holds effect to the same principle to always keep those who suffer in our heart and to practice true empathy, placing ourselves in others' shoes. And then we can see the Qi aphorism. Where there is a will, nothing is difficult. To be mindful, to be professional. Has always been Guanhui, my guiding model. From my student day through my career and volunteer service, helping my overcome learning the challenge. And we stay for over 20 days day to do the maintaining, sanitizing, inspect, repair, and transport assisted devices. And from this movie, we can see last year when Assistant Device Service Center from across Taiwan gather Eastern Taiwan Jinsi Hall and to exchange learning. And we tried, and this is the volunteer assist device, and to try to explain how to use this wheelchair. And almost 350 volunteers to come over here together, learn how to maintain and how to repair the device, assistive device. And then and we have to rub all the rusty wheelchair. We have to put all these new good thing to serve the other. If you really apply, all the volunteer will quickly send the device to your home. And because we have the team, so we have the big power just like we say, we have the recycling movement, the safe device, we have to combine with the benefit and try to maintain the life of her safe device and will become the benefit for the others. And the beneficial will great love. And the team of device team will have the will, I will do it, I will help the others. And because of our team, I'm thankful. And then with the gratitude of volunteer of the Eastern Taiwan Assist Device Team, and not only I will, but also everyone does their part. And I'm won't ask the others. I will push myself through. And so that's why my husband, he's worried about us. And for example, this bed is very heavy. And the female volunteer think we can do it, but my husband cannot have worries about me. He will often suddenly appear at the delivery site and pretending just pass by and help us until the transport was done. Then we're required to return to his work. And we have a different volunteer to come over here, and we like to and we will do a lot of things with the female. And then when the hospital bed need to be carrying between floors, the female volunteers step up and turn themselves into superheroes. Gradually, more and more male volunteer appear, cannot stand, look by and just stand by. So the male each emerging bodhisattva appear. So from October 2023 through the December last year, the accumulated figures were application device received 8,303 cases. The item recovery 5,539 cases. Of course, there's no team. We cannot have this big team. And so from the Master Zheng teach us, a single thought of this mind is like a seed. Each arising thought, each intention is a seed. When we're facing the heavy pressure at that time, whether the thought has arose was to endure or to give up, the seed was let tension would over time and through condition lead to the very different outcome. So this is our Eastern Taiwan device equipment. And this is a beautiful scenery. And because of every volunteers team will allow us to accumulate this vast and blessed field. And here, we often can feel the Master Zheng describe her teaching in the Amitabha Sutra. All those of the highest goodness gathered together in one place. Everyone give the selflessness to goods without seeking recognition. All are people's great goodness. We cherish affinity that bring us together, united in heart in pressure, challenging our strength in the same direction. Without counting the time, guided a sense of mission and a compassionate heart and cannot bear to see being suffer. We give our all, wholeheartedly, bringing frustration, one good deed after another from the benefit the earth of the others. And from the 检定, Mr. Jian, think that we're asking for very carefully. We move ours to volunteer 100% creative spirit, constant striving for excellence. And then you can see the assessment device center. And we all, this assistive device on the shelf look like new as new. Each one treated as a VIP, carefully refurnished through device and rely effort. Established, we have a lot of things. We have tire, brake, and other worm complaint needed replacement of or meticulously inspected and service. And because we have today many kind-hearted donors regularly contribute nutritional supplement, diapers, suction catheters, and other supplies. And our environment is bright and filled with sense of humanity and worth. For the volunteer on duty, even amid a busy and complex work service others, it becomes a nutrition experience for body, mind, and spirits. And volunteer transport assessment device twice a week. In the witness the suffering, they also divide the blessing, willing to become benefactor in others' life, while recording the life value themselves. And all the recovery assessment device and spray and disinfective and neatly placed in the pre-cleaning sanitation area. And after all the sanitary is complete, and we have, if we recruit everything, we'll have the sanitary. So we can see the device we recruit in 1 week. So you can see we put it on the L and to do the repairing.
Every week we have so much work. Of course, after the infection, we have collected into the house. On the wall, you can see the booklets. I have to appreciate all the professional volunteers. We design different tags based on the type and function of each assistive device. So when a wheelchair is under repair, volunteers mark the tasks they have completed on the tag. This way, the next volunteer can see what has already done and what still needs to be finished. Our goal is simple. We want the user to feel safe and at ease. So that's why our qualified control process is very strict. For devices waiting for inspection, we carefully record testing results, maintenance history, and cleaning and disinfection dates and related data. We also organize our consumable materials and reusable parts very clear. This helps volunteers save time, less time searching, and more time serving. Some items like wheelchair cushions are cleaned after collection, but sadly many are already too worn out to reuse. Thanks to our skillful craft volunteers, even bed sheets are made from donated leftover fabric from factories. They are custom made according to different sizes. Because of this dedication, every assistive device looks almost brand new. Many supports cost tens of thousands of dollars when new. Through volunteers' skillful repairs, we extend the life of these items and greatly reduce the burden on families facing illness. Our team regularly holds training sessions not only on assistive devices, but also on spiritual growth, life skills, and safety education. So every Saturday is full of energy. Volunteers are eager to learn. Sometimes we start the day under the big tree doing stretching exercises together. We place great importance on safety education and humanistic care during assistive device transportation. During winter and summer vacation, children, parents, and seniors gather here. It's truly a place where 3 generations of Tzu Chi come together. In just over 2 years, our team has grown from about 20 volunteers to more than 100. Sui Jing eco-friendly assistive device platform has running at the Dongda location for over a year, with more than 100 volunteers take part. Ji Shengmao joined as a volunteer together with his junior high school son. He was deeply touched after watching news about Sui Jing's relief efforts in Japan. Master Zheng Yan said, "Where your feet can reach, your hands should also reach out. Learn to give, not to take." And his son has learned the experience and made him feel warmed inside. And this is Yu Zhengde joined right after retiring last November when he applied for an assistive device for his mother. He was amazed by how efficient Sui Jing was. When he asked about the cost, he learned that the device was loaned out completely free of charge. He was moved by Sui Jing's spirit of selfless giving. Lin Qunzi shared that Sui Jing has a kind of magic power that draws people in. 2 members of his family had donated their bodies to Sui Jing hospitals after passing away, and that impact on her. And though they have different stories, they share the same goal to become formal Sui Jing volunteers and continue spreading the joy of serving others. Just like the film just now, one of them is here. He came to visit our location, then he became our volunteer. So every encounter gives rise to countless possibilities. No accomplishment exists on its own. It is sustained by endless causes and conditions. When we truly cherish the present moment and hold firm to our vows, infinity's potential can be awakened. Our mission is to continue passing on the selfless spirit of Bodhisattva so that Sui Jing's presence can be a blessing to people everywhere. So thank you, everyone. Master Zheng Yan and everyone in Sui Jing. I am Su Weiling, a nurse from Sui Jing Medical Association. I've been in Dongda Assistive Device team for about a year and a half. During this time, I've seen how our coordinator, Sister Guanhui, leads with great care, responsibility, and patience, working side by side with this group of selfless volunteers. Through teamwork and mutual support, we deliver assistive devices to families in urgent need, easing both their immediate difficulties and financial stress. Among the many kinds of suffering in life, illness is one of the greatest. As a medical volunteer, I truly believe that charity and medical care cannot be separated. Besides delivering equipment, medical volunteers can also provide health education, emotional comfort, and professional support to patients and their families. We want the patients to know they are not alone and not forgotten. Tzu Ji is their support and will always be there. I'll share some stories now. While delivering a hospital bed to a nearly 80-year-old person, a nurse noticed that he was hypothermic and semi-conscious, and his caregiver is about 80 years old and didn't realize how serious the situation was. So we immediately called emergency services and he was sent to the hospital in time. Another time, we discovered a client's oxygen level was only in the low 70s, and the caregiver didn't know how to use the oxygen equipment. So we taught her on the spot and prevented a crisis. And after delivering a hospital bed and encouraging an old man to move and exercise, he smiled. His family was deeply touched. They hadn't seen that smile for a long time. That is the most beautiful thing in the world. And there was also an old man who suddenly lost strength in her lower body and had been trapped on a sofa. When volunteers quickly delivered a hospital bed, he was touched and couldn't stop crying. He cannot help crying for a long time. And then we blessed him. And I am really grateful that this team allowed the medical and non-medical volunteers alike to turn their skills into compassionate action. By benefiting others, we also grow ourselves. We sincerely invite more people to join us to walk together on the path of goodness. Good morning, dear brothers and sisters, and all Tzu Ji families. About 2 years ago, I began help in Dongda Assistive Device Center on weekends because I have to work on weekdays. So I went to help starting in August 2024. In there, I not only learned how to repair assistive devices, but also I witnessed suffering and learned to appreciate my own blessings and my own responsibility. This is a sense of social responsibility. So I followed my wife's footsteps and gradually walked into Tzu Ji path. The special experience for me in Dongda Assistive Device team is that, please look at the picture. Beside us are many angels. There are some young people who lack confidence, teenagers facing depression, students with behavior challenges, children from single-parent families, and even individuals rebuilding their lives. Each of them have their own lessons to learn, and meeting them is never by chance. So for our team, these angels are our spiritual practice. And in this picture, this is one of our angels. When he was released his problem in her mind, he smiled happily. But I felt stressed. In our society, I feel my stress, pressure, to take care of him. These angels, I ride bicycles with these angels for about 70 kilometers. On this day, we teach and entertain with them. That's a special experience for them, I think. They are all teenagers. We have to be patient and for long-term companion. Unless they choose to leave the team, we'll never forget them. If we give up on them, they may lose the chance to be part of the compassionate community like Zhi Ji. They are easy to be led to a bad road path. If they do bad things, they will become burdens of the societies that will harm our society. This harm is hard for all of us to rescue. So, for our team, we have to take care of them and accompany with them always. Then I would like to end with the simple reflection. Soap cannot clean us unless we use it. In the same way, in the sutra, teaching only changes when we put them into action. As Master Zheng Yan says, when something is right, just do it. That's okay. We have okay. We'll read the closing reflection together. May we all become a ray of light, gathering our strength together, lighting up the dark corners of suffering, and guiding others toward hope and brightness. Okay, shining your hearts in your hands. Keep smiling and shaking your heart in your hands as I am talking. Okay, let me put it on my wrist. I would like to introduce Dong Da, assistive device team to all the families over the world. Please keep smiling and shaking. In this moment, you can see the stories and you see the devices are very, very new and clean. Thank you all the women volunteers to establish the assistive device platform. Your husband is cute to help you carrying the devices for the sufferings. Guanhui's husband, you are so good. You can help carry the devices, and then after that you go to work. You are blessed. Only the Zhengde assistive device team was established just for 1 year, and spirit and power that makes me feel respect. Zhengde team is really diligent that you go to the suffering families. The example of Tzu Ji, we have to learn. You are good models for us. There are many, many feedbacks. Please keep shaking the heart on your risk. The feedbacks I don't read. I will post it on the FB. May we all become a ray of light. Gather our strengths together, lighting up the dark corner of suffering and guiding others toward hope and brightness. Thank you. Please give them a very big hand. And now let's welcome our team like to act. Welcome the team.
There are many people, very talented people in Jingsi Hall. And let us invite more people to come to online study group to learn wisdom. Just don't need to worry whether you are able to study. You can come and learn. What you have said is so meaningful and make me feel I like to smile. And when you bring laughter and smile to your life, you will bring blessings into your life. New Year. How to celebrate the New Year? Usually we say good words to others. What do you want to do? I want to when the horse arrive, we will be success. We will be successful. I hope that everything goes in your way and it will bring you prosperity. When the horse race win the gold medal, and it will bring you prosperity. And this year of horse, and hope that this year you will be peaceful and successful. What do you think about our saying of good words? Please let us speak good words. If you think we are great, please give us a round of applause. Thank you, everyone, for your encouragement. The past year 2025 is a peaceful and healthy year, and let us welcome year 2026 and hope that we will bring more blessings into our life and we can be prosperous even more. If we have money, we can do good deeds and make donation. We hope that we can we can clean up the afflictions in our mind as soon as possible. And we hope that all the family members and the relatives will be healthy. Don't forget the aspiration from the bamboo bank era. And let us carry on the great vows that we made in front of Master Zheng that we want to walk on this Bodhisattva path. Good morning, everyone. Are you happy today? Are you healthy? Please rise. Let us bring up this towel and exercise together. Wait. Please open up your tower and then let's take a look at this tower. If you want to buy this, you can buy it here because we are donating the proceeds to our charity fund. Please take a seat. This tower, the material is very soft and great. And let us take a look at the screen. This song is the song for our technology team on the second floor. Although we don't see them, but they are very crucial to deliver our message abroad. The second thing that I want to say, on March 11th, we are going to celebrate our anniversary, and please all bring this tower with you on March 11th. And take a look at this. I want to see that the Sister Hui Zhu brought her grandson here. He's so cute. The last session is from Africa. Sister Yuan Yaqi from Africa, South Africa. And after all the speakers are sharing, we are going to go to the second floor to meet up with our wonderful technology team. And after your sharing, we are going to the second floor. Our activity team, I taught them about this is today is the last session before the Chinese New Year break. So I asked them to give us a play to celebrate the Chinese New Year. And the feedback, positive feedback. I don't have time to go through those feedback, but we've already accumulated 1,000,003 more than 1,000,000 words. There is a person who says that because my son is young and he cannot come, and I have to come for him because he's still at school. And Sister Yuan Yaqi from South Africa, he's going to talk about the education in South Africa. And the editor of these flyers, they are made from Hsinchu and Kaohsiung, Liping. And the editors team, there are more than 30 members on this editor team. And we are making the flyers for the year 2026. When we always work ahead of time. And let's take a look at Sister Yaqi. She has been here in person in year 2018. And in that year, when she came, she talked about the grandparents, grandpa and grandma in South Africa. It was a very touching story. We all know that Mozambique, we have Sister Tsai Dailing, and now in South Africa, Sister Yuan Yaqi is because it's a very crucial person in South Africa to see. See, this is where they went back to see Master Zheng Yan. Let us give him a big round of applause. This is not easy for them to chant innumerable meaning of sutra and perform the musical adaptation. And he went to the school and asked whether I can help. And he came to the community center, and the Erica, who is the teacher, volunteer teacher, he was inspired by the Jing's aphorism. Jing's aphorism bring auspicious atmosphere in our life and change many people's life and bring wisdom to our heart. Sister Yaqi not only be their interpreter and the guide for them, leader for them, and at the same time, Sister Yaqi also is a camera person. Our master also give them inspiring section online to share the experience in Qi Ji. This is a special design to cut the soap in their countries. They are not easy to come back to Qi Ji in Hualien, and so we went through the used technology to give them and to sharing our experience in Jing's abode, so that they could learn how to be self-reliant. And this is from Malawi, and also came back to Hualien, and so they learned our experience of how to do farm work, and so they learned our experience from Hualien, and so that they could grow their own vegetable in their own farm. They planted sesame. It looks very beautiful, and there are 3 pieces and 4 hectares of 4 pieces of land. Because of the sesame fields, it looks green, and they took care of each other. So in the future, we hope that there are more people. They could help one another. The villagers could help one another. Zhu Hengming is Sister Yuan Yaqi's wife, husband. And when they are short of hands to help out, they have to, Sister Yuan Yaqi and her husband has to take on all kinds of responsibilities. When love is spreading out to the villages, and you see that the ripple effect of love. We hope that we share Master Zheng Yan's teaching about the how we could connect to one another. And in Malawi, we hope we always share Master Zheng Yan's teaching and Siji's story. So they are not waiting for others to help out. They could help one another in their own country, like cultivating in the farm field and also in charity work. And today, Sister Yaqi is going to share the education mission in South Africa and in Africa, other countries. And this place is a library in South Africa. And this library is already transformed into a Jingsi reading center. The deputy CEO of Zhi Ji Foundation encouraged them to bring morality and character education through Jingsi aphorism to cultivate children's mind, to calm their mind down, and hope that they could learn the life wisdom from Master Zheng Yan to transform their life. They are performing musical adaptations. For me, that helping your help is just like paying forward. You help me, and I can help other, and we can help more people. These they've already Zhi Ji volunteer in South Africa has already spent exerted so much effort in cultivating, in working in this education mission. We would like to be with you because you have positive energy. Hi, Sister Yaqi. What time is it in South Africa? 5 o'clock. Almost 5:30. We tell her. I tell her that we need to get in touch with her to test the whether she is familiar with room. But I know she is familiar with how to control the room, so she didn't have to wake up too early to conduct the test. And now let me forward this mic to you. And she has the when you read through this PowerPoint presentation, you will be very, very touched. And go ahead. Thanks to teacher Meiyun for the invitation. So I have this. It's my honor to be here to share my experience. Maybe when what you have heard about South Africa, you probably know about a volunteer Pan Ming Sui. We appreciate the senior city volunteer such as Pan Ming Sui as our great models. Strive to establish the foundation of Zhi Ji charity mission in South Africa. South African volunteer took on the responsibility to drive the development of Zhi Ji in neighboring countries such as Malawi and Mozambique. After I arrived in South Africa, and I try my best to learn the development of Zhi Ji in South Africa. I divided into 3 stages. The 30 years period of Zhi Ji in South Africa is divided into 4 stages. Beginning with the collapse of apartheid, where Taiwanese volunteers broke social barriers through sewing classes and HIV care. Shi Hongqi and Shi Heqi, volunteer Shi Hongqi and Pan Mingsui, both of them are from Taiwan. The second stage, the second decade, is from year 2002 and 2012. The subsequent years, compassionate community cultivated grounds has expanded substantially. African volunteers are certified as a city commissioner. The third period from year 2012 to 2020, charity works extended to the neighboring country. International relief works benefited across South Africa and Eastern Africa. In the period of the fourth period in 2020 and 20 to 2025, due to the unexpected challenges such as the pandemic in year 2020 and the Durban riot in 2021, it was horrifying, and it happened in Durban. It's just so hard to imagine that the whole city, all the residents come to go to the street. There are robberies in the store, in all kinds of stores, and the transportation will collapse, and the major passage of highway are blocked by the rioters. I didn't expect that this world will become like that. Such horrible disturbance. After that riot, it's so hard to bring volunteers' hearts back to do more charity work. But there is a change. Thanks to Master Zheng Yan's blessing, the completion of the South Africa Jingsi Hall and the acquisition of the Durban office, we gradually bring our volunteer back. And in such a turbulent years, we appreciate we have this Durban City office features a cleverly designed Buddha hall and versatile activity spaces. And so I wonder, after the decades of charity works, it's the heart of human are this in turbulence, and how we could shift our focus toward a mission that could create a more impactful legacy through education. After 3 decades of charity work, I thought I was too late to figure it out. I am worried. I think it can wait. We are running out of time. I appreciate the volunteer from Malawi. They rebuilt a kindergarten in year 2022. They touched my heart deeply. It is still free until now, today. This kindergarten, it is still free. Those volunteer works is so hard. And they already have more than 100 graduates from 3 consecutive years. I was inspired by a visit to Zambia. They have established 6 communities of little school in Lusaka. And so when in year 2024, they were inspired by a visit to Taiwan. They found that the kindergarten children in Taiwan in today kindergarten, they look so graceful. So they were the Malawi and the Zambia city volunteer. They were inspired, and they work back, and they aspire to make their school to learn from today's kindergarten in Hualien, and they hope that they could educate their children like the children in kindergarten in Hualien. The volunteer teachers provide a sanctuary for over 700 children, including those previously scavenging on the street. I myself, I'm not a teacher, so I look for teachers all over the place. In I established in Durban education center, and I formed a education team. In year 2025, an education team was formed in Durban. The volunteer, they introduced character and morality education to 7 schools. And last year, April, we formed an education team, and after we formed this education team, we has benefit more than 1,000 students. To the education mission benefits over 1,000 students annually through more than 130 sections of character and morality education. We not only teach Jingsi aphorism, but we also distributed to the Jingsi aphorism books to local primary school to bring wisdom to homes and classes. I hope that I want to share the Jingsi aphorism education experience to more schools in South Africa. So I was looking for a school to establish a Jingsi reading center. So the Addington School, primary school, I know the principal, so I talked to the principal. I told her that I want to cultivate the education, Jingsi avarice and education, and cultivate children's character and morality. So we upgrade the layout of library at the school, and also we optimize the interior design. And so we have a wall of a Jingsi reading space, and a word of character and morality wall that promote values such as compassion, gratitude, and responsibility. And this is the wall of character and morality. And we also not only have the core value teaching on this wall, and also we paint on this wall so it looks appealing and nice. And this is the first. And there's SMJ school. The educators like Maha from SMJ Primary School have noted that Tzu Chi's involvement has significantly gradually improved the school culture, making students more polite and classroom more manageable. And students learn to help one another when they see others need help. Although the students they are from under a privileged home, family, or a community, they have custom to uh, not negative habits. So the teacher need to know how to change their behavior, inspire them to change the behavior. So it's harder to focus only on the teaching, the knowledge, and also now the educator Maha say that the teachers Maha say that now teaching becomes easier because children's behavior has changed so much, improved so much. Last year, I taught them. I told our education team that I want that us hold Africa education seminar because I witnessed the growing demand for education across various countries in Africa. So, Sui Yaqi invite education education team to host the Africa education seminar. Not only Jingsi algorithm teaching, and also we hope that the seminar focus on not only on Tzuji's humanistic spirit and also holistic learning strategies. And we want to invite a professional professor and teachers come to share their practical teaching experience with the South Africa education system. It is so hard in our transportation in Africa, and for them to travel to Durban. Participants included 30 people from Durban, 25 from Zambia, 16 from Malawi, and they have to went through and despite logistic hurdles such as bus breakdown in Botswana and Zimbabwe and flight delays and despite all the hurdles, the seminar successfully integrated the Jingsi atmosphere into every aspect of the daily program. So we have the online session to connect with today's education staff into the education system in Hualien, such as silent mental, the topics we cover, such as the origin of Tzu Chi and core value of Tzu Chi education and silent mental and classroom management skills. Principal Liao Yizhuan of Hualien Tzu Chi High School shared insights on being a role model for students. And we have Jingsi algorithm education. And also on the conclusion day, we want to get connection with Master Zhang Yan. And we also have African education officials, retired principals, lecturer from our university provided training on creative teaching education for special needs. And we may invited to Master Zheng Yan that we want to share Tzu Chi core value to more people, to educate more children, to purify the heart of children. In the last year, we have many online connection, over 20 sections online connection, and include Zambia, Malawi, and Swatini. We have a lot of cultivation and training. The importance is the Zambia volunteer.
This is the okay. Now I'm going to share the story that was happened in Zambia. Zambia is actually about 200 kilometers away from the capital cities. And the capital city is Lusaka. There are so many hidden corners. Even though there's a primary school that's free of charge, but lots of parents they would like to pay extra money to secure a spot for their students, for their children's. So it's actually the money under the table. So that's why for the primary public school, there are 200 students in one class. Now, can you imagine how could one teacher to take care of all the 200 students? So even in such a hard situation, the parents there are desperate to put their child into the class. And lots of the other parents, they cannot afford the money, so they just give up the educations. And in 2024, in January, so a volunteer over there starting the learning centers for those children, they cannot afford to pay the tuition fees. And also due to this very limited teaching resources. So we'll use anything that's accessible around us, such as they use stone as the teaching materials. And because there is no classroom, the class were held under the trees. So they were laying on the floor to take the note. And it's all because of because of this learning center, they were all pick up fun. They were once a scavenge on the street, but now they're all brought by the volunteer into these learning centers to learn. So and in 2025, the February, we brought over desk and chair, and the children are all very excited. And due to we have the desk and chair, so we are able to group the children's in by age into the senior, the junior, and the middle class. And because of all the volunteers' aspiration, they can motivate the children's willing to come to learn. And one day there's a mom come over to the learning center to send her gratitude to the volunteers. She said that her child used to be picking up trash on the streets, but because of the learning center, her child finally come home to sleep in order to get up early in the morning to go to schools. And I can also help my boys to clean up his face and hands, so he can sleep comfortably at homes in order to go to school early in the mornings. And she's very grateful for Tzu Chi volunteer to bring back her sons. So when a volunteer were put on a uniform and walk through the markets, their villagers, they will all send their gratitude toward the volunteers. They were all said that whatever you did here is very amazing. So this is the way they teach Jingsi aphorisms. They just wrote on the blackboards. And there's another another space with the roof and with walls. It's the classrooms. So we divided the students into junior, middle, and senior classes. So what happened to the student graduated from the kindergartens? Well, then we will establish the primary school from grade 1 to grade 6. And also, all the students, they need to put on a uniform to come to school. And uniform that was made by our volunteers, and all the fabric, all the cost of the fabrics was funded from our bamboo bank and was donated from the bamboo bank. And because due to their experience when they visit a Xindian kindergarten, so they want to bring the philosophy of Zhi Ji back to their own countries. And from this picture, you can see the teachers, the volunteer teachers, they all discuss the contents and share their own their own teaching materials. And we also like to provide a place for them to exercise. So we build these playgrounds. And also we bring the children to our vegetable gardens. And look at this picture. Before they come into the school, they need to line up neatly. And one day, also there is a kindergarten with a gate at the entrance. And when I look at this picture, I see there are the teacher always standing at the entrance to welcome children to the schools. And the children will also bow to the teachers to say good morning and before they enter the classrooms. And also we would like to pay visits on the other learning centers. And it's an extremely difficult journey because the carts was accidentally stuck in the mud. So it took 3 days for the volunteer to return to home safely. And also the other cities, the other villagers, they saw the learning centers. They were so envied about the children over there. They can come to schools. So the volunteer also helped them, and they bring some simple teaching materials over there but even it's simple, but it's good enough for them to establish learning centers. So even they are at the rural areas, even through the poverty, they still have the rights to receive educations. So when I look at those pictures, when I listen to their sharing, myself is thinking about what can I do more to help the students? Maybe we are not able to change their living environments, but is there any way that I can help them? Maybe through reading a book, they can give them some inspirations. And when they grow up, just whatever they read from the books, the knowledge they learn from the book may be able to help them in the future when they grow up. So that's why we are trying to raise funds to buy some of the books and bring them and send them to Zambia. So starting from last year's in April, we launched a book donation project. And the volunteer really working hard to raise the fund. And we did all the efforts, and actually those books, there are totally 130 books, and they are picture books. And those books, we collected the books and we gave it to the volunteer in Malawi and Zambia. And we also have the 29 different kinds of English books about Jingsi Africans. So they all can bring those books back to their countries. So, and in such a poverty areas, in such a small learning center, use a tiny little space. We start this children's libraries. For before, they will never have a chance to access the books and knowledge, but now they do have a chance to receive education properly. And I didn't realize what we did that actually transform their education, transform their lives. If someday, due to our efforts, due to our dedication, they can actually help the kids, they can step out of the poverty lives. And also, I made a vow. I hope that not just in South Africa, where they just provide education projects. I wish that in the future I can have a chance to build a school, build an official school in like a city primary school in South Africa. So I would like to call out to all the volunteers around the world to do your efforts to through your dedication that we can put the power together to help to transform the environments, to transform the education system in South Africa. So I really appreciate your teacher Meiyun's invitation, and thank you for listening. We really appreciate your dedication, even through online sharing, but you still talk very smoothly and totally express your feeling, your efforts in Africa. And here, Sister Fang Wen give us a feedback that she, because reading for characters, reading for character and the books brings hope. So the audience, later please wave your hands to Sister Yaqi. So in America, in Taiwan, we raise funds to for the book donations. Actually, we have raised the funds more than 40,000 US dollars for the book donation projects. And another feedback that for the villagers that suffer from extreme poverty, they have a chance to receive education. That is wonderful. And another feedback that the volunteer transformed their atmosphere, their characters there. They truly transformed the environment in Africa. And another feedbacks from our audience, we're so shocked that even you're so young, but you promote the Tzuji's spirits into the South Africans. You're willing to shoulder the responsibility. You're truly our role models. And another feedback, a good thought, a compassion thought that can actually put into practice and to bring this compassion, to bring our help to cover all over the world. And also, Jingsi aphorism is the best way to educate the children. And another feedback from Durban, from the Durban, the volunteer in Durban, just spread all the kind seeds in South Africa. Even it's hard to go on, but they never give up. So Sister Yaqi is really our role models. And hopefully that we are so grateful to listen to her online sharing. And another feedback, that's a Cassie phrase. And so all these blessing words for to support the new years, the years of horse. Thanks for the Cassie phrase. And also another feedbacks about this topic, reading for characters and books brings hope. We really appreciate Sister Yaqi's sharing and also her aspirations. And we will pass down this gratitude towards Sister Yaqi. So raise your hands and wave to Sister Yaqi. Do you know what time is it right now? Over there in South Africa, it's about 5:30 over there. Well, those hearts from Dongda, they bring over these hearts. Actually, they want to leave the hearts at our study groups. So this can be used for our activity teams. So let's come back to my PowerPoints. And I think it's not really difficult for them to get up so early in the morning because other volunteers are so used to get up in the mornings. And for this, because the Lunar New Year is coming up, so do you think about what kind of gifts to bring over to your family and friends? You can take a look at the Jingsi products. There are so many products that are very good and they can very practical. They can use at home, and also those instant foods you can eat right away. And over here, and today, when you purchase more than $1,000, then you can pick up a free gift. And also, we connected the American and Taiwan to promote this program, to promote all these products in Jingsi bookstores. And also, lots of our herbal drinks. And next month and next week's, please don't come because we will take a break for the Lunar New Year's. So on March 4th will be our next gathering. And the president from Taichung Tzu Chi Hospital, Dr. Jian Shouxing, will arrive at the stadium with us to share his point of view with us. And you can also receive signatures of his books. And at last, I would like to say, let's all say together, that's when you step forwards and that you can encounter the good affinity. So persistent, you can meet the better selves. So do you think if I take 3 weeks breaks, do I have time to take a break? Do I actually have time to rest? Actually, I have a lot of plans that I still need to schedule this. So the people can have no power, but they have to be influenced to the others. So let's wave our hands to say goodbye to the Master Font Abode, to all the online family members.